Hello, hello. What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Mission Apollo, episode 64, which is crazy that we're at 64 episodes. This week it's me, Nadeem, COO at Apollo, and joined by Matt. What's up, Matt?
Hey everyone, and Azim. How's it
You doing
going?
all right, man? Usually Matt's behind the
Yeah,
scenes, but today, your moment to shine. You're in the spotlight.
yeah. I didn't want to leave you alone, so I'll be.
I, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Cool. Well, yeah, I guess not too many comments yet so far. So maybe we can start off this week by going over some announcements. Matt, you wanna hit us off with what you've got? What's new at Apollo this week?
Yeah, for sure. So a couple of things. First off, we do have a pretty interesting sale right now going on. Upgrade your ride sale. So in Canada, it's between 200 to $650 off our scooters across the lineup, and that comes out to 150 to $500 USD off scooters. So if anyone here is looking to, buy a scooter late season, it's a good time. Something pretty cool that we have going on as well is we have a challenge going on Instagram. So you post a picture, you tag Apollo, and basically, if you get the most likes, you can win special edition Apollo T-shirt. Where there basically the top three pictures will win. Anyways, I'll put the link for this challenge in the chat, and if you're interested, it'd be great that you can participate. And basically, the last thing. Oh, and actually, I wanted to show this. So this is the post for the challenge. I'll send the link, like I said, in the chat. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is, the excitement of the hour, I would say right now, the Phantom 2.0. It's, coming very soon for pre-order. Pre-orders are launching October 10th. And basically what you want to do if you're interested is sign up, on our website to get early access to pre-orders. And I can't say exactly, but our team is working and planning on some special perks for the first wave of orders. So you want to stay tuned for that. And I guess the hint I could give is, if you like the Black Edition that you see on the bottom right there that we basically revealed last episode, you definitely want to sign up for the early access. And yeah, there's gonna be some other special perks as well for the first orders. So yeah, don't sleep on this.
Cool. Yeah. I want a special edition shirt, man. What the hell? I don't get one. But yeah, good deals, good
See what
sales
we can do.
on. See what we could do. Yeah, exactly. And then yeah, the Phantom 2.0, I think, like you said, the talking points, especially the Black edition. I think there was a lot of conversation about whether we should do Black, shouldn't do Black. But I think at the end of the day, got to stay true to what the Phantom was when we first launched it. It's sort of like that rugged look. And I see a comment already by Nicolas talking about the aggressive look that the Phantom had when it first launched. And sometimes I think people look at our models today and what they look like, and it's a bit different than that. It's maybe not the most aggressive looking scooter, but I think with the Phantom, it really needed something special to mark its kind of like location and the type of product it is in our lineup, which is a very special product for us. First one that we ever sort of like tried to build ourselves. Kind of like our foray away from being just a distributor of electric scooters to actually being involved in the design and development process. So special place I think in the hearts of everyone at Apollo, the Phantom. Cool. So yeah, just want to say some shout outs. What's up, Nicola? What's up, Austin? Good to see you again. Hey, Hans. Everyone else, if you're watching, say hello. Any insiders, anyone else who's a regular on these? What's up, guys? Gonna give the chat a bit of time um, to fill in with some questions. In the meantime, talk a little bit about some stuff that's new outside of the announcements that Matt made, just on the CX and servicing side. So on the CX side, it's been we're coming down to the end of the season. We're starting to see our volumes decrease in terms of like the number of customers that are reaching out to us. As the weather kind of changes, it's wetter and rainier, and we all have to brace ourselves for the winter. But our performance has been pretty steady this summer, which is good. I think in the past what we've seen is we've seen a lot of volume spikes in the summer months, and sometimes that's put our team a bit on the back foot. And then we've been really slow, and at least we've been slower than what we want to be in terms of responding to customers. Last summer we went up to 24-hour response time, which is well out of the norm for us. This summer, I don't believe there was a single month where we went over 3 hours on our response time on email, our chat response time within 60 seconds, and phone response time within 45 seconds, which is amazing to see. I think, we talked a lot last year about what the improvements we wanted to make on the customer service side. And I think, there's still some stuff we want to fix, we want to improve on. But it's been great to see sort of the positive, at least our ability to get back to our customers really quickly. And I think we see that in our customer satisfaction scores as well. They're consistently at 90 or over percent, which is awesome. So yeah, I just want to shout out the CX team. I know they're working really, really hard. And it's tough, I think, for them as well sometimes when someone reaching out for, let's say, a part or something that's not available. It's tough for them because they don't really have proper solutions to provide to the customer other than sort of like wait, which I don't think anyone necessarily wants to hear. And we'll get into spare parts in a little bit, but yeah, anyways, shout out to the team on the CX side. And for everyone who's curious about the best way to reach us, you just head up to our website, you go to the support tab on the navigation, and you can reach out to us in so many different ways. You can start a chat, you can peruse or at least go through our self-support kind of like resources. We've got a bunch of articles, a bunch of videos, repairs, step-by-step instructions, everything that you need basically. You can give us a call. You can submit a ticket for an email. You can schedule a voice. You can schedule a video call with a technician. There's just like an infinite amount of ways to reach us. So if you're curious, if you have an issue or anything, just head up the support page, and we're here to help however we can. Other than that, on the servicing side, I wanted to, well, before, hey, what's up, Keith? On the servicing side, we've got some cool announcements. We are continuously expanding our third-party servicing shops, our authorized partners across Canada and the US. We are now in, I believe, 50 different locations, with that number kind of growing, especially now that we go into the slower season. It's going to be a lot easier for us to make a concerted effort to push. I think we have ambitions of getting that number to 100, 150 by next season, which is amazing. And big announcements, we are partnering with really, really big companies that have hundreds and hundreds of locations across Canada, across the US, and in all the major cities in Canada. So some big ones that I wanted to shout out here are Dr. Phone Fix in Canada. They are in every province, they're in every major city, and we're partnered with them there. In the US, we've got Techie, which is mostly in the South, a bit sort of like in the Northeast, some locations in the Southwest. But I think we're currently in 15 or 16 of their locations, and that partnership has been going really well. So shout out Techie. We appreciate you guys. And then the newest one is You Break, I Fix, which is a huge one. They have, I think, over 400 locations in the States, and they're also available internationally as well. So that one was one that we've been working on for quite a few months. But finally, we were able to get it through, a lot of contract, a lot of red tape. But we got through, and they're officially signed. We're piloting 4 locations for the next couple of months with the ambitions of growing that to basically every location that they'll take us in, which, based on the feedback we've been getting from our partners so far, we expect kind of like all of them, or at least wherever there's enough scooters to justify them kind of like training their team to take those on. So big updates coming on the servicing network, and more coming, like more and more shops getting signed almost on a weekly basis at this point. So that's all part of our goal is, we know that scooter ownership is not always the smoothest process. We try to make our products as durable as possible, but stuff happens, things break down, things need to be maintained. It's really important that everyone is doing the work to maintain their scooters, make sure that they're in the safest sort of like operating condition that they can be in. And this is just one way that Apollo has been trying to support our customers more and more, especially post-purchase. So providing more locations. And for everyone who doesn't know, in the past, we had a couple locations. You had to ship your scooter if you were outside of that. There weren't really any partners in like locally, so that was a massive, massive issue for customers. Paying for shipping of a scooter is really expensive. It can get damaged, and it just takes a really, really long time. So I've been really excited to be able to kind of like work through that and continue to, partner up with more and more of these shops and provide you with more of those options. And then also wanted to just shout out a few partners that we've had for quite a while now. Repair and Run is one in Canada. Shout out Repair and Run. Shout out to Promec as well. You guys have been awesome. And then I want to say as well, Easy Bike Toronto is a big one. And I think that's the main ones that I wanted to shout out for today. But yeah, anyways, that was the update on there. So stay tuned as we continue to kind of like build up our network of shops. Cool. All right, let's get into some of the questions. Let's start off from the top. So as I mentioned, Nicolas posted here. Sorry guys, we're going to go into French mode for a little minute. Matt, maybe I'll let you take this one. Tellement déçu du nouveau look de la nouvelle Phantom. Ressemble trop à la Pro. Ça vous est pas passé par la tête qu'il y a du monde qui aimerait son look rebelle agressif? NAA, moi, passe eMove Roadster. That was my best shot at trying to read that. But Matt, you want to take a stab at getting back to Nicolas on why the Phantom is designed, or at least looks the way that it looks?
Well, thanks for giving me a shot at reading that. Mais ouais, je peux répondre à Nicolas. Puis dans le fond, tu sais, je comprends absolument le point. Puis tu sais, ça dépend des goûts aussi, ce qu'on recherche, mais je comprends que si on aime un look un peu plus agressif, ça peut être normal. Puis tu sais, c'est vrai que c'est un scooter qui est plus agressif, qui est fait pour l'off-road, fait pour aller vite, mais en même temps, il fallait que ça rentre dans notre silhouette, dans notre brand ID, comme je dirais, dans le fond, c'est que quand tu vois un scooter comme celui-là dans la rue, tu sais tout de suite que c'est un Apollo. Puis c'est ça que nous, on veut accomplir dans le fond. C'est que sans être obligé de voir le logo ou quoi que ce soit, tu sais, quand tu te promènes en véhicule ou que tu es dans la rue puis tu vois une trottinette électrique passer, tu vas savoir absolument si c'est un Apollo ou non, avec le look qu'on a avec le Phantom. Puis je sais qu'il y a beaucoup de commentaires qui disaient qui poussaient pour que ça soit un peu différent. Puis c'est pour ça qu'on va le sortir à la couleur noire aussi. Comme ça va être plus facile de savoir que c'est le Phantom comparativement à la Pro. Mais ouais, c'est une bonne question. Merci. Puis j'espère que ça répond bien à ta question.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt. Thanks everyone for listening in on the French side of that. But yeah, thanks for your question, Nicolas. Moving on, Austin. Hey team, I commented on your Phantom 2.0 walkthrough video that you need to add a dedicated brake light that will activate even when the turn signals are on. Can you do this? Question for Ola, probably already on his radar. I feel like it's not the first time we've received that bit of feedback. I don't know on the controller side if that is something that is sort of like built in as a functionality. But what I do know is that LL reads every single one of those comments and really takes the time to think through them and see if it's possible. So maybe a question, Austin, for him when he's back in a couple of weeks to answer. But he's definitely seen your comment, and if it's possible, we'll definitely do our best to make sure that we add that feature. Hans, is the throttle on the Phantom 2.0 a bit better positioned than on the previous Phantom? With regular thumbs, it's tough to reach. So I believe the Phantom 2.0 is going to have the same headset style geometry as the Pro, right, Matt? Mm-hmm. So yes, it would be better positioned. It's the newest sort of handlebar assembly that we have with the newest throttles that we have, which we've gotten so much positive feedback on. So I would say that probably yes, but you're gonna have to. I guess if you've ridden a Pro, then it'll be very similar.
Well, I rode the Phantom 2.0 already, and I can tell you that it's very well positioned, super comfortable. So I don't think you'll be disappointed. Yeah.
Cool. And then Keith, I guess answers your question. It's the latest and greatest throttle on the Phantom 2.0, same as the Pro. I think we're happy with the throttle the way that it is today. So maybe some minor tweaks and stuff like that, but nothing major coming there. In terms of battery, Ripley plays YouTube. What type of battery cells is the new Phantom going to use? So the 2.0 52-volt version, the standard sort of like Phantom, we're going to have 52-volt 27Ah battery, 21700 cells. And for the Stellar, it's also 21700, but 60-volt 30Ah. So hopefully that answers your question on the battery spec. And then next question from you, when are you guys going to release the pre-order for the new Phantom? Matt, you want to take this one?
Yeah, so I put in the chat, but October 10th. Yeah, so you can circle the date, October 10th. And you want to sign up on the website to get early access.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, just a note quickly on the handlebar assembly. So it's the same geometry, but I guess there's a couple of new features that, now that I think about it, are very much worth mentioning that are different and new to the Phantom 2.0 and don't exist on any of our other models. So obviously we've got the phone as display functionality. We've got the handlebar turn signals, although they're going to be a bit different. It has the IP66 water resistance as always. New things are NFC connectivity. We've got our new display, the Dot 2.0 display, which looks great. I mean, the Dot 1.0 was, I think, a game changer in terms of display and in terms of visibility, but the 2.0, it just looks so smooth and so clean. It's got the Ludo mode, and then looking at Apple Find My potentially as an upgrade option. I think they're still thinking about, those are some minor details that we're still working out. But those are the main differences. But in terms of like geometry and the throttles themselves, they're the same version. So yeah, Phantom pre-order October 10th. When is the new Phantom going to launch? Believe we said Q1 or Q1, right, Matt?
Oh, that it gets starts to get delivered?
Yeah. So let's see here. I've got this open.
Q1, yeah. So in the first 3 months of 2025.
Yeah. So we've got our beta testing that's opening at the end of this year, and then the first sort of like full production run will take place, and then we'll deliver in the first quarter of 2025. Exact date to come, you never know with these types of things. And obviously, we want to see the results of the beta testing as well and see if that impacts the timeline. For those who don't know, we do real world testing with customers. If you're interested in finding out more about the program, we can definitely drop you. Well, the link is there to sign up for early access for the Phantom 2.0, or reach out to our team. They'll happy to provide you with more information. But this is part of our triple tested sort of methodology when it comes to launching scooters. We want to do the work at the factory. We want to do the work from the design phase. We want to do the work at the factory phase, and then the testing to make sure that is the best version of the product that it can be. But also we want to do real world testing, because some of the stuff that we test for in the real world doesn't pan out that way. And some things, can develop over time, or if people have different preferences. And, we really want to take that customer feedback and improve the product even after we've sort of started delivering the first set of units. So that timeline is going to be dependent on all of that process. Cool. Dosha Gorilla, is it normal for me to get shocked when passing under power lines? Never had this issue with my Ghost, but having this issue with my Pro. I've never heard of that before. There really shouldn't be any reason for that. If it's like the same power line or something? I don't know. Maybe there's something there, but no, it's not normal at all. So if you're not sure if there's anything else that's going on with your scooter, please reach out to our support team, and they'll do their best to help you. And then how long until we see a seat for the Pro? Matt, do you know, like the seat has been something that has been sort of like on the back burner for a while. I know there's concepts and concepts. We have concepts of the seat, but do we have a seat coming? I'm not sure.
No, I'm not. I don't have any info in regards to that. One thing I know is that riding the Pro with the seat is pretty cool. I have tried it, and so I personally would love for us to make it available at some point. But I don't know when that's going to happen, to be honest. Sorry.
Yeah. Cool. Bobby Haas, anyone else still having top speed resetting issues with the app in iOS? Been troubleshooting this with Apollo Sport, and we're still not finding the issue. Constantly resetting to 40 miles per hour speed limit. So I know this has been an issue that is a bit weird. I don't think we've been able to track down, like this was happening in the past, and I think for the most part on Android fully fixed. I know the Android version is ahead of the iOS version. There's a new iOS version build coming soon, I believe in the next few weeks, that hopefully addresses this and solves this bug. But issues with the SDK that have been sort of like persistent, and been spending a lot of time trying to like dig down and figure out why that is the case. With some settings being reset, and it's the weird part about it is that it's not consistent. It's not like everyone is having this issue. It's just like a few devices or a few models. So not sure, Bobby. I would say continue trying to work with customer support, and hopefully with the new build that'll help kind of like resolve that issue once and for all. But yeah, that's been unfortunately a bit of an issue. Sorry that you have to deal with that. Hans, thanks. I guess the throttle is perfect. Was just a bit far from the handle. We will find out. Appreciate your guys' effort. Appreciate you, Hans. Appreciate you always joining in as well. Other questions that we're getting here. From Gabe. I know this has probably been asked, but with the new wheels on the V4X, is there going to be an upgrade option for the V3 and the new wheels? Matt, I'm not sure if you know, but my understanding is that it is not possible.
From what I recall, I think this question came up before in a past episode, maybe even the last one. And I mean, technically things are always possible, I would say, but what was saying that it would be like really expensive, and you'd have to really know what you're doing, kind of do it yourself, because it's not something that would make sense for us to offer to the public, unfortunately.
Right. Yeah, cool. Sky Gunner, sorry, I skipped over you. My Pro is about to show up October 4th here in Anchorage, Alaska via Best Buy. I'm also going to get the Phantom 2.0 Stellar if I can get it. Yeah, man, definitely. Why not? You can definitely get it in Anchorage, Alaska. We'll make sure that Best Buy has that available for you to purchase. Enjoy the Pro. One more week, you'll be ripping on that thing. Be mindful of the cold. Make sure you take care of it. But excited for you, man. Austin, only other feature that we need is the wireless charging. Happy to pay more to get that. Don't need wires on handlebars while riding. Wireless charging for the phone. I'm wondering if that's going to be on the handlebar.
I don't think
moving
so.
forward. You don't think so?
No.
Yeah.
No, but you could get the head, like let's say you get the headlight, the Apollo headlight, the new one. There's a USB
right.
like that you can plug, so you could charge it that way. Or you could get there's other portable chargers that you could probably attach to the scooter and do it that way. But from what I understood, we're moving away from the wireless charging option.
Yeah.
I don't remember the reasons exactly, but no, it's not going to be an option.
Cool. Donovan M, when are the replacement retractable cable locks being shipped? I actually don't know. I'm not sure. Sorry. Support might know if you reach out to them. I know that there's still working through some stuff with that, but yeah, sorry, Donovan, off the top of my head, I don't have a date for you. And then the last one before we get into some other stuff. David Miller, Apollo customer service has been helpful even now with my 2020 Apollo Pro. Will Apollo continue to provide assistance to customers in this manner for all products moving forward? Of course, yes, 100%. Some of those models have been discontinued in terms of parts, but we still have the resources, we still have the knowledge, and we have specifically resources on sourcing alternative parts. Maybe we don't sell them, but we know other places that do. So if you ever need anything, then reach out to our support team, and we'll definitely do our best to help. We want to support our customers no matter when they purchased, and however we can. So of course, we'll definitely keep you in our minds, especially 2020 Apollo Pro. That means your early days on Apollo, an early adopter on buying our products. So we definitely want to make sure that you're cared for whenever you reach out to our team. Cool. All right, guys, and then a couple other notes just because we have a few minutes left. So this is going to be my last Mission Apollo. It's been a pleasure to participate in these. And over the past few months, I've been a little less involved than when we first started doing the Mission Apollo episodes. I will be moving on from Apollo in a couple weeks. So last one, I wanted to just kind of like take a moment to reflect on the journey. For those who don't know, I joined Apollo when Apollo was 5 employees, a couple customer service agents, Elwa, Magic, and Chris. And since then, this was right before we started delivering the first Phantom. So definitely was thrown into the fire in my role with that first Phantom launch, but really joined at an exciting time. And over the past 3.5 years, it's really been a pleasure building out the team, building out the different functions, and then bringing structure to the company as it scaled from those 5 employees to 50, around the 50 that we have today. And then really, like my minded has really been on trying to look at how we continue to support our customers moving forward and as a company. So it's been awesome to see the improvements we made on the CX side of things. We've expanded to all the channels that I mentioned earlier. We are answering our customers really, really quickly. We're trying to provide the highest quality support that we can with really fast response times. And it's been awesome to see how our customer satisfaction scores have evolved over time from like, the 80s back in the day to sort of like the consistent 90s that we see today. Obviously, with the new portfolio, when I joined Apollo, we were just importing and selling scooters. But today, we're actually so involved in the design, development, manufacturing, shipping, servicing, support of those products. So it's been a joy to see kind of like all the products that we launched. And I think, that all culminated with the Pro. Really, I think the most ambitious scooter that really was ever released. And then finally, the third-party servicing network, really solving or trying to at least lay the foundations to solve a problem that everyone deals with. So yeah, been really exciting. Obviously, there's been a fair share of failures as well. I think the City 2022 launch was a challenge for sure. That was a rough summer dealing with some of those issues, but I think we made it through that. We tried to kind of make it right with our customers. I think there was a lot of stuff we did that did that and accomplished that. And then obviously, the spare parts issues, I think really, really challenging, continues to be to this day. Just the way that we manufacture our spare parts puts us in a really tough position. And so whenever we've been out of stock, that's always felt like a bit of a failure, especially because, I know everyone at the team really cares about trying to provide our customers with the best experience possible. And it really sucks when you see some stuff that's being posted, online where people are like, Apollo doesn't care about the customers. They only care about sales. And it's, you feel that directly because we do. We really, really care about everyone here, everyone who has bought our scooters in the past, who will buy them in the future. We recognize that it's you guys that keep the lights on here. And we really try our best to make sure that, you feel supported and that you can get back on your scooter as quickly as possible. In terms of like the future, really excited for what's coming. I think the Phantom 2.0, when everyone sees it, it's going to change everything. It really is an amazing, amazing scooter. It really takes what we've built with the Pro, packages it into something that everyone can use at the right price point. It's just like, the culmination of maybe 4 years of development and expertise into this product. So really excited for that to launch. And the team as well. I think we're in a really good spot. Everyone is so dedicated, cares so much about the work that they do. So you guys are going to be in excellent hands moving forward. But yeah, just want to say thanks, guys. Thanks, Hans. Appreciate the message. And yeah, that's it for me.
Thanks so much, Nazim. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Friday and a great weekend.
Cool. Take care, guys.